What's up? This week we have an absolute Goliath of a kit. We have the high-grade Universal Century MSN-04 II Nightingale. So this is from the manga of Char's Counterattack, because in the movie they changed it to the Sazabi for whatever reason. There's probably it might be like animation costs or something, because it's easier to animate a simpler design than this like elaborate giant thing. But yeah, this kit is like absolutely humongous. It's like, I have the High New Gundam right here just for reference, so you can see how big this guy is. See, like this is like a normal 1/44th Gundam. This is the high grade High New. The Nightingale makes it look small, like absolutely tiny in comparison. Yeah, the High New is also from the same manga, but it was also changed to just the New Gundam. But yeah, this guy is super detailed. Some of the details are nicer than like any real grades or master grades I've built. Like right here, if we turn this wing, you see all of these verniers. They're all color separated. So the yellow and the gray plastic are they're like two separate pieces. And this guy also has these little funnels all over. I forgot my tweezers, so I'm just gonna use a beam saber to get it to focus. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus. Show the people the funnel. There we go. Yeah, but it comes with 10 of these guys all over the wings. And then, as you can see currently in frame, it comes with 2 of these beam sabers, which are like, you can see the energy pulsing, like they're kind of rigid, like raggedy, I guess. But there's also a second set of these 2 variants, but it has a normal kind of beam saber blade. And then it has a massive gun. Hold on, let me move the Nightingale back. Boom, this thing is humongous. Like, for reference. And the High New Gundam isn't that much larger than like an RX-78. Oh. That was its V-fin. Okay. Look how big this is. This is taller than the High New Gundam. This one gun. Yeah, I don't know if it has any. Okay, large mega beam rifle. Yeah, and if you watched my other videos, you can tell the backdrop's different. I had to use the box from the Nightingale to have a backdrop that kind of fits it, because it's so big. But yeah. Also have this giant shield, which is really nice looking. Right there on that ventilation panel, I added that silver myself. I really like how this thing looks though. Pretty awesome shield. And then another accessory you can see in its hands is the beam tomahawk. So this thing looks super gnarly with this beam effect. Like, it's got this super raggedy edges, which give the effect of it looking like actual energy shooting out of a thingy. And then there's also the option to have a different looking beam tomahawk. These option parts come from the Sinanju. Like, it's this exact same runner that comes with the high grade Sinanju, I believe. But yeah, this one, which looks significantly less cool in my opinion. But yeah, this guy's pretty bonkers. He has every detail you'd want from a Nightingale. So yeah, also the hands. This guy has 2 sets of hands and 1 open palm hand. So you can see this open palm hand right here, and then it has 2 sets of, it has 1 set with this hand, so it can hold weapons. It has this closed fist hand that can't hold anything, it's just like a fist. And also, I forgot to mention, it has this one trigger finger hand for the hyper mega beam. No, that's the Sotheby's, the Fukuoka Sotheby's thing, the large mega beam rifle. Yeah, but this guy also has lots of cool stuff on his body directly. So obviously there's these arms, which by default are like folded up into the skirting on the front like this. And see, it's just, boom, it's back there now. Yeah, and then there's also right here in the chest, there are these 2 Vulcan guns, but then there's also a giant cannon that folds out right there. And then, take it to the back side, you get a giant piece. This is what it looks like next to my hand. But you have these 3 little fuel things, and then you have these nice other color separated verniers. Right here, this is mostly color separated, except right up here you can't, I'm not sure if you can see it, you can kind of see it on camera. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's a sticker on the top half, which I really don't like. It bothers me, like, that they were this close to perfection with the color separation with the plastic, and they just threw in that little sticker on each side. Yeah, and then also you get, with this guy, you get posable toes. So this toe moves, this toe moves. Yeah, and then the big toe moves. And then also on the underside, you can see the 2 points where this guy connects to the action bases, because this guy needs 2 action bases. He's so giant, because if you just use one, he's gonna fall over because he's so heavy. But yeah, you can see more fuel tanks in the like butt part. And then also this little piece on the back connection, that can be changed out, and that's how you stand up the Nightingale without action base, because this guy's still too back heavy to stand up on his own without adding a 3rd leg that doesn't actually exist on the Nightingale. And also, instead of a normal just head removal kind of piece for stuff like for most high grades, this guy's got a fancy like swiveling thing that pulls up, and it allows you to pose the mono eye, and also you can see like the little cockpit bubble, which is pretty cool, like, because that's an insane level of detail for just a high grade. But yeah, let's get this awesome Goliath, like gargantuan kit into some poses. Yeah, so first of all, here's one with the beam tomahawk and the cool guy, the cool like looking little beam sabers. And then here's one with the less cool beam tomahawk with the less cool, in my opinion, beam sabers. And then here's one with the shooting, with the gun. For this gun, the barrel is so big that I like using beam saber effect parts to make like a shooting effect with Gundam guns. And the barrel is so big on this one, I had to use the one from the Master Grade 3.0 Arc 78. That's the most recent Master Grade I've built, so it was just like the easiest to grab beam saber effect part, but I couldn't use any high grade beam saber parts because the barrel of the gun is too big for them, like they just fall out. Yeah, but then here's one with the Nightingale fighting the Hainu. But yeah, this absolute Goliath, like this banger of a kit, is super awesome. It's got as much posability as you'd want from a Nightingale, and as much as you can really expect with something so big and so like unrealistically proportioned, I would say. It gives you like a ton of posability. Like there's a shoulder piece, like shoulder movement right there. There's elbow movement, and there's up and down elbow movement, and then the hands are just free moving on a ball joint like any hands. Yeah, then there's the toes like I showed you. There's a bit of knee bend and a bit of, I guess that's like normal bend and that's knee bend. It's kind of hard to tell because this guy is super inhumane proportions. Yeah, and then head gives you a full, or I guess not, but you could do like 190 degrees with this head. Maybe, yeah, that's like 190 degrees with this head. But yeah, this kit is insanely awesome. If you like the Nightingale and you ever have the money to pick it up, I would 100% recommend it. This kit is kind of bonkers. It looks so much different than any other kit. And also, like, the big high grades are always the coolest, in my opinion. Like, for big kits, I'd rather have like a big high grade than like a big master grade or a perfect grade. Like, something about like a big high grade is cooler, in my opinion. Not that big master grades and big perfect grades are not insanely awesome. But yeah, that is the high grade Universal Century MSN-04 II Nightingale. Thank you so much for watching. I will have a new gunpla video out next week. See ya.